Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 89 of... Wow, I'm losing a lot of power. Oh, that's right, I remember why. Because I just kicked off the creation of a bunch of this stuff. That's where all my power is going. This is episode 89 of the Let's Play series, as you should probably have guessed by now, and I could use more power. Just for fun. No, not really just for fun. With the amount of power I'm using in Draconic and stuff, and the other crazy things I got going on in this base, I think it's about time I ramp up my power gen. In last episode, we wrapped up talking a little bit about our options there. Obviously, we have a bunch of generators from extra utilities. We also have some thermal expansion stuff we could get into. There's plenty of different ways to generate power. We've already got a really powerful generation of power. That sounded silly. We have Enderman checking out. See, look, this is not an Enderman that belongs down here. The last few episodes, people have been saying, hey, Direwolf, Endermen are spawning in your mob spawner. That's probably partially true, but that ain't a mob spawner, Enderman. That's just a, I'm hanging out in your base for no reason. Enderman, beat it, buddy. You're not welcome in my base. So, I've got this crazy amount of power going on down here. He's doing a great job producing 28,000 RF a tick, which sounds like a lot. It sounds like, wow, Direwolf, that's a lot of RF. But when you look at the fact that I need, if I wanted to fill this thing up, which might be a fun goal, 356 billion RF, it's going to take a while. Especially at the rate I'm using it, producing all kinds of stuff. So I decided I wanted to build something I've never built before, and that is the Draconic Orb. At some point throughout this series, I would like to get the Rainbow Gen automated, because I want you guys to see how to automate a Rainbow Generator. It produces a stupidly large amount of RF, which is great. But it's a little bit, I mean, I wouldn't call it super hard to automate, but it's tricky to automate. And we're going to spend some time looking at getting that done. But that'll be later on in the series, when we get to the I want to just be silly point of the series, which will, I mean, we're not too far off. But today, I'd like to work towards getting the Draconic Orb. So for that, I think it's called the Draconic. We'll just do that. So if we want this dude, Draconic Reactor Core, he needs Chaotic Tier crafting, remember? So that's something we were looking at doing before. Now, for each Chaotic Fusion Injector, we're going to need a Chaotic Core, which we have the shards for. We're good on shards at this point. We need lots of Awakened Draconium. And we're also going to need a Dragon Egg, which I added a recipe for. I added to the Direwolf20 pack the ability to craft a Dragon Egg with 2 Awakened Cores and 2 Dragon Hearts. It's an expensive recipe, to be sure. If you wanted to, you could just go kill the Ender Dragon a few times. But this is just an alternate path of getting it. So, with that in mind, I want to make some Dragon Eggs, right? And I said between episodes I would start working on this. When I went to craft Dragon Eggs, I realized I don't really have a lot of diamonds. I really don't. I really don't have a lot of diamonds. And that's only to make 4. I need to make 7-ish more in total. So we're going to need to make a lot of things. So you notice that I was crafting Awakened Draconium, right? Specifically for the purpose that I wanted to get, more Awakened Draconium, so I could craft that. But for diamonds, I have another plan. So what I did do between episodes is flipped on this guy until I got a decent amount of diamond ore. I also went over here, and I removed diamond ores from my export bus. Remember you used to have diamond ores here? Not so much anymore. Reason being is I want to make a quick RF Tools Dimension Age of diamonds. So if we take a look, I should have a bit over 100 diamonds. I think it's around that number that I need. So I'm going to need an absorber. So let's get that. We're going to need a material absorber, which is one of these doohickeys. Material absorber, right? You can absorb materials. So if I'm not mistaken, if I were to get a builder's wand, and I ran over, say, to a nice flat terrain-ish type area. And I plunked this dude down. Yeah, look at you go. Go, Diamond Ore Absorber, go. 94. Nice. So wireless transmitter in range. Let's go. Do we have a little bit more? Wow, I really got close to the amount of diamond ore that I needed. Look at that. Not close enough though. You're with me, buddy. Diamond ore, 94%. So we're gonna have to kick that thing on again for a little bit longer, and hope I get some more diamond ore in the time being. So that ain't bad. That's really close. Really? I could have sworn... I thought it was 1 for 1, but maybe it's a little bit more. Maybe I need a little bit more than 1 ore per. But don't matter. Don't matter none. We're going to start working towards some of the stuff. So when I made my... That's Dragon Age. What is the realized dimension for Draconium? Which, by the way, I should recharge this thing at some point. I'm going to take Dragon Age out, and I'm going to put you in there. Let you fill back up. Are we not... Oh, there it goes. Cool. Beautiful. Now, remember, these guys don't drain power unless you're in them. But I think if I... Yeah, so I think all we really did was tendrils with Draconium. That's pretty much the only thing I put in there. Can I see it if I just put this in here? Will it tell me what I did? No, not really, unless I click extract, which I'm not going to do. But I'm pretty sure all I did was tendrils and Draconium. So if I did tendrils, yeah, we're going to need to do tendrils. So I'm going to need, we don't have another tendrils. So there's two things I could do here, right? Two ways I could go about getting the tendrils dimlet. I could either extract it from the Draconium Age, which shuts down the Draconium Age for the time being, or I could make another tendrils dude. Let's do the let's make another tendrils dude. I think that's a kind of a plan. So I need a feature absorber for that, right? That will let me get tendrils. So we've got feature, dimlet clean, no buildings, and origin. So we're gonna want one of you. You know how to make wool, right? Nice. Cool. So we've got our feature absorber. So if I go to my Draconium dimension, I can go absorb. And I'm going to make sure the Draconium ore dimension is the one that's powered at the moment. What I should really do at some point is have multiple of these machines, one for each dimension that I regularly visit. That would be really smart. Because one of these days I'm going to go visit the dimension and forget to make sure like it's charged in there, and then I'm going to die, and everybody's going to be sad. So we're going to travel to the Draconium Age. I'm going to dial once, which is fine. We're going to drop our feature absorber in there. And we should be cool. Now I think what happens is it randomly chooses which feature to absorb. So hopefully, it says unknown feature. What I should have brought was my acceleration wand, but we'll find out. Maybe I'll go get it. Fastest. Dial up Draconium again. I like dial once. I don't like dial to be on all the time. Personal preference. I will tell you that this age seems laggy, and I don't know why. Probably something funny in it. This will help. Whoosh. Acceleration wand totally works on this thing. It's great. Tendrils, 100%. Nice. So now we have the tendrils. Well, that was easy. Teleporting home. So I definitely will need a feature type controller, right? Come on. There we go. So we'll put you in there, which is, well, no, that's the material absorber. I want the feature absorber and the feature type. Tendrils requires a 0, a 1 lightning bolt, and a red dot. A 0, a basic memory unit, which is the 1 red dot, and then a base part, and then the 1 lightning bolt, which is the power dude. This guy. These guys. Nice. Tendrils. Beautiful. How am I doing for diamonds? 6 more. I'm getting there. $99%. Nice. So progress being made. A few more diamonds, and hopefully we'll have 100% on the material absorber. Probably like 1 or 2 more sets of... Oh, wow. Hello, 10 more diamond ore. Well, that's cool. So in theory, I don't know why I can't put a block there. Is there something here that I don't know about? Oh. Done. Totally have the mining augment in there. Cool. So I've got my material absorber. Nice. So let's go get a diamonds dimlet, which should be pretty easy. Diamond ore. Now, I mean, I could put blocks of diamond in there, but I think that would be a little bit more difficult, right? So I need a 5, 3 lightning bolts, 3 red dots, and the material doohickey. So let's turn off this, because I don't need you running anymore. And you're just using up power. So we're going to need... Was there a rarity dimlet on that thing? Yeah, it's rarity 5. So rarity 5. So I need the 3 dots. I need the 3 lightning bolts. I need this guy. Is there a material type controller? And a rarity 5. I've got one of them. I suspect I've got more in that chest downstairs. So we take this out, we say diamond ore, and we create it. Beautiful. Nice. So now all we have to do is get a realized dimension tab. Yoink. Ready to go. With... Now which direction does it go in? I always forget. Dimlet crafting. Dimension builder. Hang on. Let me just double check, because I always forget which direction they go in. Alright, as I thought, the material goes before the modifier, right? So you need to... It's like adjectives and nouns, right? Like red shoes, diamond ore, tendrils. It's kind of the way I always thought of it, and I was right. I always get confused, because like I know Mistcraft used to work one way, and I think it was the same way, to be honest. But I always like to double check, because you don't want to do it wrong. Now, out of curiosity, I wonder if I have terrain dimlet. Could we make a flat terrain? So that just needs a specific type of terrain. We could do a terrain absorber. And then there's flat, which can I actually craft flat? I can craft flat. I wonder if I could try this. Because this could be actually kind of cool. If I wanted to make a flat terrain... Out of curiosity, this might actually work. Instead of tendrils, I could have terrain flat? So let's charge this bad boy up. Diamonds for days. It's a lot of RF. Maintenance cost, 50,000 RF per tick. By comparison, this is 10,000 RF a tick, and this is 1,800 RF a tick. So we'll see how this works out. So technically, this is going to take just a little while to do this. Wonder if there's a limit to how much power this thing can accept. I'm thinking probably not. Wonder if I upgraded this. Do I have an upgraded crystal in here? I can make a Wyvern wireless, right? Yeah, it doesn't look incredibly impossible. Wonder if this would speed it up. Wyvern wireless energy relay. Now, if I did do that, now technically I'd have to upgrade all the things. I think I'd have to upgrade each point along the way for this one. The other one worked, but this one I don't think will, because it's all going to one machine. So I think I'll just come back in a minute once this thing gets its dimension built all the way. So this is why I'm making diamonds. You ready? I said, well, maybe while I'm off camera, I'll real quick make, some energy relay crystals. Let me get another set so I can. Oh, I don't even have I currently have 7 diamonds total, and I need 10 to make this. So we're just going to we'll be patient, and we'll let it go at its own slow pace. We're a third of the way there. Yeah, we're definitely killing RF a little bit. We'll be fine. We have plenty to do it. It's just taking a while. I wish I could transfer it faster, but I don't really have the resources to do that. So we'll be back in a few minutes once it's done. What seems like a really long time has passed. Probably took close to 10 full minutes for this dimension to get charged. But that's cool. Wow. Okay, so we are going to have to... It is costing 50,000 RF a tick, and we are having trouble transferring that. Well, that's interesting. I wonder if I did upgrade the wireless. And let's get our Draconic energy binder dude, because this thing's having trouble maintaining his RF. So I wonder if you to here, you get your millions, and then you... Are you getting more now? It seems like a more balanced number, but it's still not able to maintain the 50,000 RF a tick that we want to transfer to that dude. Might be this guy. Well, I don't know, to be honest with you. Tis a challenge. Well, what I could do... What if we got some basic IO crystals and we took some of this out of the equation, right? What if we did this, right? And you're going to be set to input energy, like, your input, right? And then came straight down to here. This is going to look ugly for a minute, but it'll be fine. And you're set to output energy. Target device is too far away. Brutal. Hoping that would kind of work. I have a relay? Do I have a relay? Well, I have a relay with energy content saved. Would this kind of just send energy directly into this dude fast enough? Yeah, now we're talking. Look at him go. Booyah. So this will at least kind of work-ish until we get more power. Should we see what this dimension looks like? Before we go there, I'd like to make sure to have that activity probe thing. Because it would be a bad idea if this power kept running while I wasn't there. So first things first. The other thing I might want to do... So I want to be extra careful with this. It looks like we're doing fine in terms of power, but I think it's time that we made, from RF Tools Dimensions, the phased field generator. I think this shouldn't be too hard to make. Okay, what this nifty little device does, and hopefully it'll charge. It is charging. I bet I could charge it just a little bit faster. Are you draining or no? You are draining, so it must be charging it. That's cool. What this device does is if you go to a dimension that's unpowered, it will allow you to survive there without dying. You need to have it on your hotbar, though. So, diamonds for days, dial once. Let's see what this dimension looks like. In theory, it should be entirely populated with diamonds. It should be a flat world that's all diamond ore. That's so cool. Oh man, that is neat. Let's create a dimensional anchor point here. So we'll do add new, diamonds for days. Lock that bad boy up. And that is pretty darn cool. So let's make sure our activity probe is here. Oh wow, look at these guys. They are just a little bit aggressive. You know what I could do? I could just go inside one of these buildings. That should be relatively safe. And I could start mining underneath them. So I did bring this dude, right? Nice. Nice. It's an expensive age, but it's worth it. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how to handle all this experience that I'm getting now. That's the biggest problem. Experience is going to be a problem for me. And remember, I do have fortune on this thing, so I have fortune 3 going on right now. So every time I dig, we're getting lots of stuff. Well, isn't that wizard? Yeah, loving it. All right, I'm gonna send all my diamonds home. I don't need my acceleration wand anymore. Well, we have diamonds now. Pretty well situated. We don't need to use tendrils. It's more expensive. So, to be fair, I could have just used tendrils and it would have been less RF a tick. But we're getting to the point where we're doing silly things, right? So, why not? I have a lot of experience, apparently, to absorb. We'll be back when I'm done. Alright, so that wasn't too long. Teleport home. Now, in theory, Diamonds for Days dimension should now recognize that there are no players in it, so it should stop costing RF, right? So if we see that current power 4 million RF, it's not ticking like all our other dimensions. By putting that thing in there, it means... So like, Diadim 1, out of RF. Diadim 2, out of RF. They slowly but surely lost RF at 140 RF a tick. Reason being, we didn't put that activity probe in there. So they haven't been visited in a long time. I probably shouldn't go there. It would be a bad place to be. I have a hunch I'm going to need to go to Dragon Age at some point. So we're gonna leave this setup as it is, but eventually we will upgrade everything to maybe Wyvern tier to make sure that we can power that dimension as needed. Cool? So now that we've got diamonds for days, can I make a few eggs? 7 of them, perhaps? I totally can. Nice. This will take a while, but this will get me all the eggs that I need. As a reminder, this is a huge amount of RF and cost, but we should be cool. So we'll be back in a few minutes once all these things are done being made. Cool? So I may not have paid attention too clearly. I actually need 2 eggs per... Wait. No, wait. It's 2 eggs per upgrade, but it's only 1 egg per... Okay, cool. No, we're good. So now I need 7 chaotic cores and a bunch of diamonds, right? So 7 diamonds, and then chaotic cores, I need 7 of those. Neat. So basically, come over here, and we start upgrading things. Probably going to want you on my hotbar at some point. Cool. So we break this dude. We put... I decided... Probably the best way to do this is 1 thing at a time. And I'm going to do this 6 more times off camera in a moment here. Why you know working? Because you should be... 4 diamonds. Draconic tier. 1, 2, 3, 4 diamonds and an awakened core. Oh, right. Awakened. Right. So, yoink. Take all these off. We need to request 7 awakened cores. That's my bad. So we'll put you away. Awakened core. Did I not teach you how to make awakened cores? Thought that I had. Maybe I didn't put the recipe thingy in here? Oh, it's a chaotic core. That's what I wanted. Missing. Wow, that's a lot of nether stars. Wow, that's a lot of gold. You need to craft a lot of things for this. I had not noticed how much I need. I need more gold? Really? I need more gold? Wow. I mean, nether star is not a problem. Awakened Draconium, not too big of a problem. In fact, I could get like 20 more blocks pretty easily. Missing 5, so let's do like missing 4, missing 3, missing 1. I have a heart. I had a bunch of hearts here. Where'd all my hearts go? Like, I know I had hearts. What is going on here? Hold your horses, because I had hearts. Did you use some of my hearts automatically? You wouldn't have done that for the eggs, right? I don't think so. Oh, you did! Haha, never mind. I'm an idiot. Yeah, no, I have to get some more hearts. So don't mind me. I'm just being really stupid. But yeah, we need more gold, of all things. Wow. Well, guess what's getting turned back on now? This is actually getting more and more difficult. Every time I go to look at, like, hey, I think I've got enough to make this happen, it didn't occur to me that I wouldn't have enough gold. Like, 1 chaotic core, I guess, is 256 gold. It is a lot of gold, to be fair. And it's 20 nether stars, right? 24 awakened draconium. So I'm gonna go kill more dragons. I'm gonna kick off at least 1 chaotic core. Cause this guy definitely needs a chaotic core. Yep, for each of them. And we need 7 more. So gold? Gold, 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 gold. So I could make a dimension of gold ore. That would be good times. Probably not too hard. All I really need to do is get about 100-ish gold ore. So let's see. What do you... How do I export these guys again? If I remove gold ore from the exporter, then what we should have is me collecting gold ore. That doesn't get exported and therefore doesn't get processed. And then we can make a dimension of gold ore, and then we could harvest some manually, and then we should be good. We just come back and process it, and we're golden, right? So we'll let this thing run for a little bit. Like, eventually I'm just going to have a dimension of all the things I need, right? A dimension for gold, a dimension for gold, a dimension for diamonds, a dimension for draconium. Good times. So that should cause a backlog of gold. I'm just going to have to wait until we get about 100 gold, which might probably take a while, because gold is not... There was a piece of gold. There's a piece of gold. So if we look in here, gold should not be getting exported. Nice. I think I'll even travel, just to speed this process up. I'm going to go teleport over to the Deep Dark and fly around, finding some gold deposits on the edge of these areas. So I'll be back in a few minutes after I've collected roughly, it looked like 150 is what I ultimately needed. So we'll be back shortly-ish. See, there's a bunch of gold. Do I still have my 3x3? I'll have to go back and get it. So we're around 105 gold now. I'm going to go... Let's see, it's nighttime. I should probably sleep through this night. It's still running, the quarry, because I think I needed, like, it didn't look like exactly 100. It's not 1% per 1 gold absorbed. If it was, then the 100-ish diamond that I placed in earlier would have been fine. Hello, little man. Goodbye. So let's lay out some gold, and we'll see, like, how close this gets us. Cool. Beat it. So I already made my dimlit flat terrain. Well, material absorbs some gold. So roughly 100 got us about, I'm going to guess like 75-ish. 82, close enough. It was a little bit more than 100 anyway. So we're like really close. We probably got more gold in the time, yeah, 13 more, right? %. Nice. Gold. Getting there. So that's the flat terrain dimlet. Let's also get... Let's figure out like what rarities and stuff I need for the gold dude. So gold ore needs a rarity 4. And then the 3 lightning bolts and the 3 reds in the material dimlet guy. So we'll get that. So we need rarity 4. We need this thing. We need the 3 lightning bolts guy. We need a blank dude. Where's the 3 lightning bolts guy? trickier to see than you think. These things are called energy modules. Do I not have any more 3 lightning bolts? All right, well, we'll get one, because I'm sure I've got one downstairs. Rarity is 4. I assume I've got some. Yeah, see? I never put these in my thing. I've got 26 of them down here, so we're good. Hey, while I'm at it, gold. Nice, 28 more. That should be enough, I would think. So let's turn this thing off. Nice. 100%. So you still got your 3 in you. Let's take that out of there. Let's put the gold ore away. All but one. Because I want to go put it back down here on the exporter again. So that you start exporting gold. Are you nice and full? Pretty close to full. Alright. Let's go make a gold dimension, shall we? Sound fun? I hope so, because it's what we're doing. So you... And you. Gold ore. Nice. So then we come over here and we say gold ore. Did I put the thingy in here? Where did I put the thingy? Where did I put my flat terrain thing? I totally made one. Like 100% I know I made one. Is it like in my inventory and I'm not seeing it? I don't know what happened. I totally made one of these. Like I'm 100% sure I made one. Luckily they're easy enough to make another one of. Did I ever teach you how to make bricks? I did. Cool. So that we'll call gold for days. Neat. And we'll get a empty dimension tab. Gold for days. Store. Nice. That thing's going to be equally as expensive, probably. Pretty close. Actually, not too bad. Maintenance cost is 17. So that is not bad at all. Energy's flowing in. We're actually stabilizing on the energy input, so that's kind of cool. So there is a limit to how fast it can transfer energy, which is good to know. All right, real quick while we're waiting on that, we're going to make a quick activity probe, because we don't want that thing running either. Oh wow, I have a few of them, don't I? So my Dragon Age, which I'm going to have to go visit again soon, will be good. And then we should be cool. So this doesn't look like it's going to take too long. So this should be a flat world of gold ore, in much the same way that the last dimension was a flat world of diamond ore. Nice. Now we're getting a net gain on power, which means I'm not afraid to visit it, but I'm still going to make sure that I have my phased field generator in my hotbar whenever we visit a dimension that's like a little bit crazy, like diamond or gold for days. Hello! Exactly what I wanted to see. Neat! This must be an accelerated time age, because that planet is moving quite quickly in the sky. So we want our activity probe. We want our add new location, gold for days. And we can go collect a bunch of gold. Provided that I've got one of you. Nice. Back in a few minutes once I've collected a whole ton of gold. Teleporting home. How'd I do? I'm going to say not bad. Not bad at all. So all that should process relatively quickly. Quite quickly. Lots of gold ore going in there. I kind of almost think that this thing's a little slow. Could I get a speed upgrade or two? I could throw a stack upgrade in there, to be fair, but speed upgrade feels like the better approach for this. I mean, do we have a stack upgrade? We don't have them handy. I think speed upgrade will be sufficient. A couple more of these dudes, almost done. Boom. So, 2, 3. That'll just make it so that this transfers in there faster. And that'll be good. Nice. So these guys are all running and actually doing quite a good job. It's pretty much finishing the backlog from having the quarry run for so long. So how's my gold situation? It's going to take a few minutes for that gold to obviously get cooked because we're waiting on the backlog of stuff. So how am I for awakened over here? Are you, like, did you finish your chaotic core? You did. Can I get like 4 more? Let's get 2 more. Missing awakened draconium, missing nether stars. What's your nether star? Oh, I think I know what the problem with nether stars is. I think I'm out of soul sand. No, I'm actually good on soul sand. I'm out of, wow, I've really used a lot of stuff. That is insane. Let's activate, is this the one? That's under. Is this the one? Nope. Is this the one? Yep. Nice. Hey, you. So this thing, that's right, I put looting 3 on it. Sword of the Wyvern. Alright. Yeah. I probably want, I remember what I did. I did that for the dimlets. What I probably want is my beheading sword. So we'll let this guy run for a little bit and get me more. I mean, I had so many wither skeleton skulls. I'm shocked to hear that I don't have that many anymore. All right, Beheader, you do your thing. We'll be back in a few minutes. Wow, so many resources that we need more of, but we'll get there. Slowly but surely, but we will get there. All right, guys, be right back. All right, guys, so we're well past the wrapping up point for this episode, so let's do this. I'm going to let this thing run for a little bit. Maybe what I'll do next episode is automate this thing getting repaired. It should be easy. It should be a simple matter of doing an MBT and metadata match on the sword. When it's completely broken, extract it from that thing and somehow get it into the item repair. And then when it's completely repaired, so the item repair will move it to the output slot automatically. So we don't have to metadata on the repairing, right? But we will have to metadata on it going back in. So I think with an ender chest, that would be relatively doable. But in order for me to like get that, I need to wait for this thing to completely do its thing. So what I will do is let this thing finish beheading, completely drain out its stuff, and maybe next episode we'll automate that so that I can just leave that thing on. Right now my problem is I can't just leave it on, right? I did request 1 more chaotic core, which, I mean, it's really expensive. It requires 4 awakened cores, dude. Like, it's crazy how expensive these things are. I mean, yes, Draconic Evolution is overpowered. Yes, the low-tiered stuff is pretty cheap for what you get, but the high-tier stuff is stupidly expensive when you start really doing the math on everything you need. But what I was saying was the challenge with leaving this on all the time is eventually that sword loses its durability. And when that happens, like, this stops working until I manually go in there, collect the sword, and repair it. So in order to resolve that issue, we're just going to have to deal with that, right? And that's not a big deal. So we'll come back next time. Also, this is happening every now and then, and that's annoying. But we'll also deal with that maybe at some point. It only happens when we run out of resources. Like if we are low on either soul sand, which, by the way, I might go to the end and get more soul sand because we are actually low. So let's go visit the end and get lots more soul sand. Do I have my drill tier 3? I do. All right, I'm going to go do that in the nether, get more soul sand. I'm going to go get, I'm going to let the Wither Skull thing go on. Like, there's lots of resource collection going on between episodes here. But we'll be back next time. Next episode's a world download. So I'm going to try and at least get to the point where we can work on what I want to make, which, as you may or may not be aware, is a Draconic power gen. Hopefully we will be able to make that by episode 91. So next episode, I want to make sure you're wrapped up with all the tools that you need, aka a chaotic core, or chaotic infusion dudes to make that happen. I'm just looking for like a good source of soul sand. That's pretty good. All right, guys, Daryl20 signing off. Take it easy.